Several years ago, I purchased these magic pens. Well, I decided I wanted to purchase some additional ones in hopes to find a thinner pen. So I purchased some additional pens. I purchased some silk pens that are magic pens. I purchased some extra fine patchwork pens. And then I heard that they had a flat head, so I bought some extra fine quilting pens that had the flat head. And I ran across these fork pens that are fine, and I wanted to see what those were about. The problem is I didn't really look carefully at them or really research magic pens before I purchased these. So I've learned quite a bit about magic pens, and I wanted to share a little bit of what I've learned so you will be able to apply this information to help you pick the perfect magic pen. If you like magic pens and you've purchased them, please be sure to tell me in the comments below all about the ones you selected and why you like them. Do you like the length? Do you like the grip? Do you like the type they are? So be sure to tell me about that in the comments below. Now I have to tell you, I do like these magic pens, but I really do like a little bit thinner pen. Now Taylor Seville sells a large variety of pens. They have a very large selection, and there are some things that I want to tell you about for you to consider before your next purchase. The first thing is these pens are color-coded based on their function, which I really didn't know that they were color-coded. I thought that they were in fun colors, but I didn't know why. Now, let me tell you a little bit about them. The fork pens are purple. The silk pens are orange. The applique pens are yellow. Now, I didn't purchase any applique pens. I'm not much of an appliquer, but those are yellow. The quilting pens are blue. The patchwork pens are green. And I believe the extra long pens are pink. Some of the extra long pens are pink. Now, here's one thing I didn't realize. Okay, the patchwork pens are green. The quilting pens are blue. I didn't realize there was a difference, but there is. I think the quilting ones are actually for quilting, like what you would do to baste a quilt, but patchwork pens, I believe, are for piecing. That's what I think that means. Not to say you couldn't use these quilting pens to do patchwork, but I just wanted to point that out. Magic pens also are in white, and the white pens are organizational pens. They have numbers and alphabet and arrows to help you organize your project. One thing I really like about the magic pens is their comfort grip design, which is supposed to help reduce fatigue, especially when you have a lot of pinning to do. Now, I like them because they're easy to pick up. That's why I really like them. If you're enjoying this content, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and please be sure to share with your friends. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the packaging of the pens. Now here in the corner it will tell you how many pens. I believe they most of the time come in 50s and 100s. Now the fork pens came in 30. This container came in 30 pens, but these typically come in 50 to 100. Now here it will tell you what type of pen. This is a flathead pen, this is a patchwork pen, but you can get the patchwork pens in a flat head. The length of the pens varies from 1 inch up to 2 1/4, And then the diameter of the pen, or the thickness of the pen, ranges from 0.4 millimeters to 1 milliliter. Now, all this information is based on the information I was able to gather from the catalog. There may be some variations, maybe that I missed, but this is the basic information that I gathered from their site. The really neat things about the pen is the comfort head. I really like that. It's easy to pick up, and it was designed to help reduce hand fatigue with lots of penning. Now, the head here is heat resistant. All the heads are heat resistant. And some of the design features they looked at was to have a strong shaft and a sharp point. Another neat thing about these pens is they do have a sturdy little box, and this box doesn't come, it really takes some effort to get it open, so it doesn't just fall open easily. Let's take another look about the packaging. Now, I think this is neat. They take one pen out and they put it right up there so you can see. Now, I didn't really look carefully here when I bought my first pens, and I should have done that. But you can see the length, the type of the head. You can see, like, this one is 2 inches, this one's 1 7/16 inch. And I didn't realize that they had pens just for patchwork. So on these, I wanted the extra fine, and these are the 1 7/16. But I have to say, I really do like the 2-inch pen. Let me just give you some examples of things you need to consider. Now, I looked at their catalog, and this is what I saw. The Magic pens with the original grip, that's these. These come in extra fine, which is 0.4, that's what I have here. They come in fine, which is 0.5 millimeters, and they come in regular, which is 0.6. Pens that have the original grip only come in the 1 7/16 inch. If you want the flathead grip, like you see in these pens right here, if you want that flathead grip, then they come in extra fine and fine, so they'll come in 4 millimeter and 5 millimeter, and they come in 2 different lengths. They come in 1 3/8 and 1 5/8 inch, so the length varies a little bit. Then if you want the Ultra Grip patchwork pens, they come in 0.5, which would be the fine, and the length on those is 1 7/16 inch. So those are the things you really need to consider. You need to consider the grip, the length, the thickness, and the function. Okay, so let's take a look at the types of pens that I have. I have the original quilting pen, and I really do like that. I like the thinner shaft, the extra fine shaft, and I do like the large flathead. And I really feel like the quilting pens can be used for patchwork as well as for quilting. Here's the patchwork pen. I like the patchwork pen. This is the patchwork pen. This is the super fine, the extra fine, the 0.4 millimeter thickness. I really like that, but I really like the longer shaft. Now, I ordered these silk pens because I like the silk glass head pens, and I thought it would be similar to this, but the shaft you can see is much shorter. And then this is a fork pen, and the fork pen is used to help secure seams that you're matching up. It helps keep the material flat on both sides and helps you line up the seams there. So I really like this one. I haven't had a chance to use it, but I like the design, and I really like the flathead design best, simply because for me it's easier to pick up. So when you're looking for the pens, be sure you're looking for function, which is indicated by the color of the head. to the grip type. Do you want the original, or do you want the flat head, or do you want the Ultra Grip, which I don't have an example of? You want to look for thickness, which seems to range from 0.4 clear up to T-pins that are 1 millimeter. But all of these are 0.4 or 0.5, these that I have here. You want to look for length, which seems to range from about 1 inch to 2 1/4. The applique pins, which I don't have an example of, are 1 inch, and then these two here are 1 7/16 inch, and these are 2 inch. So those are some things to consider before you purchase your magic pens. Another thing I want to mention to you is to be sure to go on their website. You can go there yourself at taylorseville.com and check out their website. They have a neat online catalog that I thought was pretty neat. So you can go there and look at their full line of products. I hope this content will help you in your next purchase of magic pens. And until next time, have fun quilting.